LS11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K23 Universe Mode. We are here on Victory Road. It is the Victory Road to Slammiversary here for Impact Wrestling. And we are kicking off tonight with some singles action as here comes Jonathan Gresham to the ring. Jonathan Gresham, the hand-picked opponent by Kurt Angle, to take on the Impact World Champion tonight. So it is Victory Road tonight. Gresham making his way down to the ring. A big matchup coming up here tonight for Jonathan Gresham. Biggest singles opportunity he's had in his career thus far in the LS11 Universe. A chance to go one-on-one and potentially even beat the Impact World Champion. So Gresham making his way down to the ring. So, Jonathan Gresham's made his way to the ring. Here comes the Impact Champion. Here he comes, the World Champion to the ring, Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe marching his way down to the ring. A big matchup here tonight for Joe as well. Samoa Joe and Jonathan Gresham. This is going to be big, folks. So, without any further ado, Gresham and Joe one-on-one. Here we go. Jonathan Gresham with a right hook, knocking back Samoa Joe. There's a chop into a DDT, taking him down. And now Gresham. He's got Samoa Joe down. Jonathan Gresham going out of the ring now. Samoa Joe staggering back to his feet. Gresham tries to grab him now. He's got a hold of Samoa Joe. He sweeps the leg. And he lays out the leg of Samoa Joe. And Gresham now grabs onto him. Jonathan Gresham tying up the legs. Oh, figure four is in on Samoa Joe. Torquing back the leg as well. Jonathan Gresham, a fantastic technical wrestler. Samoa Joe, a submission specialist. We have a very big back and forth battle in this one as Samoa Joe sends him off the ropes. Joe pops him up. Overhead belly to Gresham. Into a drop kick. Got him in the head. And now Jonathan Gresham rolling under the bottom rope. Samoa Joe hits the ropes. Oh my God, Joe. Samoa Joe dives out onto him. Samoa Joe now grabs onto him, getting Gresham back to his feet. There's a chop from Joe. Gresham staggers. Jonathan Gresham now grabs onto him, and Jonathan Gresham breaks the eyes. Oh! I don't think the referee saw that. Gresham went low on Samoa Joe. But Samoa Joe kicks out the leg. Samoa Joe now a boot to Jonathan Gresham. Grabs onto him now. Joe grabs onto Jonathan Gresham, picks him back up to his feet, launches him back into the ring. Referee's at kind of 5 there. Joe grabs onto him now. Samoa Joe with a jab into a chop. Samoa Joe overhead chop. Knocks back Gresham. Joe scoops him up, takes him down, puts him under the rope, slingshots him into the bottom rope. Joe now gets him back up to his feet here. Samoa Joe with Jonathan Gresham chopping him, firing away on him. There's a big chop again, another chop. And sweeps out the leg, does Samoa Joe. Joe now grabs him. Jonathan Gresham pushes him away. Jonathan Gresham now grabs onto him. And Gresham with a cutter takes down Samoa Joe. Cover now from Gresham for the 1, for the 2. Kick out from Samoa Joe. Joe goes down. Gresham standing over him. Joe kicks him in the head. And Samoa Joe kicks him in the ribs now. Joe hits the ropes. Big kick to the face of Jonathan Gresham. And now Gresham Staggering, trying to get back to his feet. Samoa Joe grabs him. Joe, no. Gresham backflipped out of it now. And Jonathan Gresham with a right hook. Gresham grabs onto Joe. Samoa Joe thrown into the corner. Here comes Jonathan Gresham. Big drop kick knocks down Samoa Joe in the corner. Joe staggers. Gresham grabs him. Oh, and off the bounces him off the referee. Jonathan Gresham's got a hold of Samoa Joe now. He puts him in the ropes. Gresham with a chop to Samoa Joe. Ties the leg up. And Gresham pulling back on the leg of Samoa Joe, who hobbles off the ropes now. Jonathan Gresham, an overhand chop, countered. Samoa Joe, went for a clothesline. Jonathan Gresham countered. Gresham takes down Samoa Joe, and Jonathan Gresham tying up the legs again. Rolls it through, inverted figure four. Pushing back on the leg of Samoa Joe now is the Impact Champ. Got a tap? No. Samoa Joe turns it around and kicks Jonathan Gresham in the face. Joe back to his feet now, kicks him in the ribs, goes for another one. Gresham swings him around. Jonathan Gresham, Octopus Stretch. Octopus stretches in on Samoa Joe. Is he going to force the world champion to tap out here? Jonathan Gresham's got it in tight. Samoa Joe counters out of it into a sidewalk slam. Gresham falls out of the ring. Samoa Joe following him to the outside. Samoa Joe kicks him in the ribs, pulls him in, lifts him up. Referee begins the count, and now Samoa Joe. Apron powerbomb, slings him into the apron again. Joe getting him back to his feet, sweeps the leg of Gresham. Samoa Joe now getting him back up to his feet, grabs hold of Jonathan Gresham, throws him into the barricade. Referee at the count of three here. Joe getting him back up to his feet again. Samoa Joe throws him across ringside. Referee at the count of four. Samoa Joe breaks the count. Back in at 5. Jonathan Gresham's down, possibly out. Referee at the count of 6. Down to 7 now. Gresham rolls back into the ring. Oh, and right into a set of chops and punches from Samoa Joe. Joe now into a cover on Gresham for the 1. For the 2. Kick out from Jonathan Gresham. Jonathan Gresham gets the shoulders up. Samoa Joe's got him down now, and Joe grabs onto him, getting him back up to his feet here. Samoa Joe grabs Jonathan Gresham, throws him in the corner. Samoa Joe, a low strike, and Enziguri takes him down. Joe getting him back up to his feet now, and Samoa Joe went for a jab, kicked in the leg by Gresham. Gresham knocks him back now, and Jonathan Gresham with Samoa Joe off the ropes. Arm drag, taking down the world champ. Samoa Joe, countered the Enziguri. Right hook, knocking back Gresham. There's another jab. Samoa Joe, went for a super kick. Leg sweep from Gresham, taking him down. Gresham now with a kick to the ribs, firing away on Samoa Joe. Kicks him in the ribs. DDT takes him down into a cover. For the 1, 2, kick out. Jonathan Gresham couldn't keep him down there now, and Joe getting back to his feet. Samoa Joe. No, a knee into the ribs of Jonathan Gresham. Joe now getting him back up to his feet, firing away on him here. Samoa Joe grabs hold of him. Joe throws Gresham into the corner now, and Samoa Joe. Enziguri taking him down. And now Samoa Joe ties up the legs, rolls Gresham through. Submission is locked in. Is Samoa Joe going to force a submission here on Jonathan Gresham? Gresham is fighting for his life right now. Samoa Joe has got it in tight. Jonathan Gresham in some serious trouble here. Samoa Joe has it locked in. Jonathan Gresham in trouble. Gresham rolls it through. Joe kips out of it. And, a massive power slam from the Impact Champ. Gresham rolls out of the ring again. Samoa Joe taking him down. Jonathan Gresham's down. At the count of 2 now. Samoa Joe standing over him. Back into the ring now comes Gresham. Joe sweeps the leg, and Samoa Joe now. Here we go. STF. Locked in from Joe. Samoa Joe's got the STF in on Jonathan Gresham. Jonathan Gresham elbowing his way out of it. Joe rolling back to his feet. Samoa Joe rolls back to his feet. Gresham kicks out the legs. And now Jonathan Gresham grabs onto Samoa Joe and bending back the arm. Now he's Gresham. Stomps the back of the arm of Samoa Joe. And now Gresham. Oh, Gresham tried to lock in the octopus stretch on Joe. Samoa Joe countered. Joe with Gresham into the corner now, and Samoa Joe. There's Jonathan Gresham up on the top rope. Samoa Joe lifts him up for Muscle Buster. 1, 2, 3. Another victory for the Impact Champion. Samoa Joe scores the win over Jonathan Gresham tonight. Gresham, try as he might, couldn't get past the World Champion. A massive victory for Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe gets the win. That's only our first matchup of the night. We still got plenty more coming up here at Victory Road. Well, straight into our next matchup of the night, ladies and gentlemen. This time, it's some championship action. This is the digital media title match. Here comes the challenger, the former world champion. Here comes Moose. Moose said he wanted championship gold back around his waist. It's been almost a full year now since Moose has been a champion in the LS11 Universe. He's a former world champion, and during his brief spell in WWE last season, he became a tag team champion there as well. But now tonight, Moose making his way down to the ring. No nonsense, nothing. Just ready for a fight, ready to become the new digital media champion, become only the fourth man to hold that championship. So Moose makes his way to the ring. It's time to say his name. The Impact Digital Media Champion is here. Joe Hendry. Say his name, he appears. This whole place believes in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry made everyone believers over the last several months here in Impact Wrestling with his rivalries with the likes of Matt Cardona, Dalton Castle, and many others. But now tonight, he's got a former world champ to get through. He's got to get through Moose. Moose said that when he wanted championship gold, he knew all he had to do was say his name. So Joe Hendry making his way down to the ring. This whole crowd says they believe. So, let's do this. I gotta change that entrance to be something that fits the timing a little better. So, the Digital Media Championship, it's Moose and Joe Hendry. Here we go. Oh, Moose runs him over with a shoulder block. And now Moose hits the ropes. Went for a senton. Hendry gets back to his feet now, and now Hendry elbow strike to Moose, taking him down. Joe Hendry drops the elbow now. Moose is down. Hendry putting the boots to him. Goes for a kick. Moose getting back to his feet. Hendry. Raises a hand a few times, but now Moose says the time for games is over. Right hook to Hendry. Moose last week even cost Hendry a big six-man tag match against Kenta, Samoa Joe, and Steve Macklin. And now tonight, Moose taking the fight to Joe Hendry again with a massive chop. Moose getting him back to his feet now. Moose. Whoa, went for a headbutt. Hendry knocking him down. Joe Hendry now getting him up on his feet now. And Hendry grabs Moose, scoops him up. No. Hendry, elbow strike from Moose, knocking 252 pounds of pure motivation off his feet. Moose now looking to use his strength. He's got a deadlift Hendry. He's got him up. Joe Hendry's up on the shoulders of Moose. Over his head, and Moose. Military press slam. For an elbow drop. Hendry out of the way. Joe Hendry. What a lariat from Joe. And now Joe Hendry with Moose off the ropes. Massive clothesline connects. Into an elbow drop. Hendry's got him down. Joe Hendry now getting him back up to his feet, and Joe Hendry firing away on Moose here. Hendry into a clothesline. Joe Hendry ducks Moose now, sends him off the ropes. Hendry, back body drop. And now Joe. He's got Moose. Spine buster. Hendry turns him over, grabs the legs. Hendry going into the Boston Crab. Locking in a Boston Crab on Moose. Moose crawling, trying to get to the ropes here. Moose desperately crawling towards the ropes. Could Moose get to the ropes, or is Joe Hendry gonna force the former world champ to tap out? Neither Moose is gonna fight out. And now Moose grabs Hendry by the throat and is repeatedly slapping him in the face. Moose went for a drop kick. Joe Hendry floats over. Oh, goes for a DDT. Moose finds the counter now. Moose knocking him back, and Moose punches Hendry in the back. Moose getting him back to his feet. Jabbing away on Joe Hendry again now. Moose kicked in the ribs by Joe. Joe Hendry scoops him up on his shoulders, and Joe, he's got Moose up. No! Moose into a clothesline. And now Moose, he sends Hendry off the ropes, and Moose's turn. Now Moose is thinking. Hendry pulls him in. Drops him with a knee into the jaw. Joe Hendry with a kick into the back of Moose's legs. Moose knocks him back towards the ropes. And there's an elbow drop from Moose. Moose has got Hendry down. Moose getting Joe Hendry back up to his feet now. Moose. Jawbreaker to Joe Hendry. Into a clothesline. Moose now pulling himself back up into the ropes. Joe Hendry sending Moose into the ropes. Knee strike connects. Moose caught with another. And one more. Here comes Moose. Oh, and for the drop kick. Joe Hendry out of the way. Right hook from Joe. Oh, Joe got him there. Joe Hendry, I think, was thinking, he was thinking standing ovation, but Moose found the counter, and now Moose turns him around. Moose potentially looking for 7-star lariat. Joe Hendry, clothesline. And now Joe Hendry's got him down. Joe going up to the top rope. Joe Hendry. Oh my God, Hendry. Oh my God, went for broke. Got caught. And Moose, German suplex, sends him across the ring. Moose now getting Hendry back up to his feet. Moose with a punch. And again, Moose. Elbow strike to Hendry. Whoa, Hendry countered. Hendry with a shoulder block. And now Joe Hendry. Double axe handle. Getting him back up to his feet now. Joe Hendry with a jab to Moose. Joe Hendry pulls Moose in. Standing ovation. Cover. 1, 2. That's a kick out for Moose. Joe Hendry kicks him in the ribs, punches him in the back. And now Joe getting a hold of Moose. Hendry. Oh no, Moose counters. Moose shoves him away. And running drop kick. Hendry folds like a damn accordion. Moose. Powerbomb. Here we go. Hendry staggering back to his feet. Moose tries to grab him now, and Moose has Hendry, throws him over the top rope. Moose sending Hendry to the outside. Moose hits the ropes. Dives onto Hendry. Joe Hendry's down. Moose has got a hold of him. The answer sent back into the ring. Hendry's down. Moose Running shoulder block connects. Hendry's down, Moose. Back into the corner. Here we go, Moose. Go to hell. No! Hendry got him with a DDT, sends him off the ropes. Was looking for another standing ovation. Moose with a running shoulder block. Moose with the bicycle kick. Hendry's down. Moose now into a corner. Moose now going to look to become the digital media champ. Go to hell spear to Joe Hendry. 1, 2, Hendry! Got the shoulders up. Now Moose hits the ropes. Senton! Moose putting the boots to Hendry now repeatedly. Moose. Went for a shoulder block. Hendry. Oh, got him with a punch to the throat. Moose with a chop. Hang on, Moose picking him up. Look at me! When I'm done with you, they ain't gonna say your name anymore. They're gonna say my name. Moose runs him over. Moose saying they're gonna... Moose appears, What the hell? A song about Moose has just started blaring through the arena, and Moose is looking up at the ramp. I don't think he's realized Joe Hendry is standing behind him. And Moose runs into a boot from Joe Hendry because of it. Well, I've been told that that is Hendry's newest hit song, Dancing Moose. And Hendry throwing Moose back into the ring now. Moose back to his feet. And Hendry has become fired up. Hendry, I don't know how that happened, but Joe Hendry uppercut to Moose, knocking him down. Hendry, I don't know if someone in the truck hit that or not, but Moose runs into a knee strike from the digital media champion. And Joe Hendry now drops the elbow on Moose. Hendry's gotten his second win, and Moose has been caught completely off guard. Hendry firing away on him. Knocks back Moose. Standing ovation. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Joe Hendry. I don't know what the hell just happened, but Joe Hendry retained. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on a minute. Well, there's Hendry's tag partner, Dalton Castle. Sorry, Joe. The opportunity was too good not to play your new hit song. Dalton, where have you been, man? It's complicated. Some kind of digital limbo, something like that. But I believe you and I had a promise to one another. Joe Hendry, Dalton Castle, name and lights. Slammiversary, your new tag team champions. I like the sound of that. So now that the Dancing Moose is taken care of, how about this Thursday we get back on track for those tag titles? Dalton, I like the way you think. The Knockouts title is on the line up next, and you're probably wondering, Xander, why do you sound kind of annoyed? Well, I was live streaming on Twitch the other day, twitch.tv/Xander_LS11, and I had to set an audio delay because of the capture card I use. I just found out that for the first 2 matches today and the entirety of SmackDown tomorrow, I am on a 2-second audio delay. So when I'm counting 1, the referee has already counted 3. I can't wait for the comments tomorrow. That's going to be so fucking fun. Anyways, the Knockouts title is going to be on the lineup next. Back to business as usual, as here come the beautiful people to the ring. Angelina Love and Velvet Sky making their way down to the ring. The beautiful people making their way down to the ring. Angelina Love in action tonight, looking to become a Knockouts champion once again in her career. A TNA original in Angelina Love tonight. Velvet Sky also a TNA original. You can tell it's Slammiversary season when the originals start coming out to play. So, the beautiful people have made their way to the ring. But now, here comes the Knockouts champ. Here comes Jordynne Grace to the ring. Jordynne Grace is here, the Knockouts World Champion, marching down to the ring. So Jordynne Grace, she's been champion for quite a while, coming up on a year almost. She won at the very beginning of Season 4. We're coming up on Season 5. We are not far away from Season 5. We are, in fact, 4 weeks away from Season 5. That's nuts. Did I say 4 weeks away? I meant 8 weeks away. We are 8 weeks away from Season 5. WrestleMania will close out the season. WrestleMania Night 2 will be the final show of Season 4. And Season 5 will begin the next day with Monday Night Raw's draft. So it's Angelina Love and Jordynne Grace one-on-one. Here we go. Jordynne Grace runs in. Angelina Love grabs onto her, though. Love sends her off the ropes. Swings under her, and neckbreaker connects. Knocking her back, kicks her in the ribs now. Angelina Love's got her down, and Love now, pulling back on Jordynne Grace, choking her out here. Jordynne Grace is down. Jordynne Grace with a punch to the head, and again, knocking her back. Angelina Love staggers Jordynne Grace. Grabs onto her, punches her in the head. Taking her down now, and Angelina Love gets knocked down with a shoulder block from Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace runs across her with a senton. Now Jordynne Grace grabs onto her, pulls her in, and German suplex takes her down. Pulls her in now. Jordynne Grace punched in the gut by Angelina Love. Love grabs onto her down. Angelina Love with Jordynne Grace taking her towards the ropes. Puts her in the ropes now. Angelina Love grabs onto her. Has Jordynne Grace. Picks her up. Bounces her off the ropes. Suplex takes her down. Jordynne Grace goes down, covered by Angelina Love. For the 1, no, kick out. And now Angelina Love with a moonsault takes her down. He's got Jordynne Grace down, pulling back on the arm now is Angelina Love. Jordynne Grace is down, Angelina Love. Jordynne Grace rolling out of the ring now, and Angelina Love, went for a crossbody. Jordynne Grace out of the way. And Jordynne Grace grabs onto her now, and Jordynne Grace at ringside here, pulls her in, lifts her up, powerbomb. Getting her back up to her feet now. Jordynne Grace grabs onto her and throws her back into the ring. Grabs onto her now. Jordynne Grace for a jab. Angelina Love countered. Angelina Love grabs onto her, picks her up, drops her. Down goes Jordynne Grace. Angelina Love standing over her now. Jordynne Grace staggering back to her feet now, and Jordynne Grace runs her through with a shoulder block, and again. For a third one, Angelina Love blocked it, kicks her in the ribs, grabs Jordynne Grace, tilt-a-whirl slam, knocks her down into a cover for the 1. No. Jordynne Grace getting back to her feet, goes for a clothesline, gets caught, kicks her in the ribs. Jordynne Grace, right hook, knocking her back, and again. Jordynne Grace now with Angelina Love. Whoa, Grace sent off the ropes. Massive knee strike taking her down. Jordynne Grace now getting her back up to her feet. Grace pulls her in, lifts her up. Jordynne Grace into a bear hug. Has got Angelina Love right where she wants her here. Is Jordynne Grace going to force a submission here on Angelina Love? Keep the Knockouts title against the TNA original. No, Angelina Love fighting out of it. Claps the ears as well. What a kick to Jordynne Grace. There's a cover for the 1, 2, no. Getting her back up to her feet now is Angelina Love. Jordynne Grace is down. Here we go. Oh, went for a spear. Jordynne Grace out of the way. Jordynne Grace. German suplex taking her down. And now Jordynne Grace getting her back up to her feet. Jordynne Grace kicks her in the ribs. Pulls her in for the Grace Driver. 1, 2, 3. Jordynne Grace. Quick fashion there with a victory over Angelina Love. Jordynne Grace reminding the world that, yeah, she's that damn good. Massive, massive victory there for Jordynne Grace. Your winner, and still the Knockouts champion. Wait, hold on a minute. Is that... What the hell? Is that... No, there's no way. Well, Jordan, look out! Oh my god. That's Mandy Rose! We haven't seen her in the LS11 Universe in over 6 months! Mandy Rose lays out the Impact Knockouts champion! Mandy Rose has arrived to Impact! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a 8-man Battle Royal! And yes, if I hadn't already announced this matchup as a Battle Royal, this would have been an 8-for-1 match, because I love that concept. It literally just, the 8-for-1 match just got announced, 8-for-1 match just got announced like yesterday. And I already love it. But this Battle Royal will determine who is going to Slammiversary to challenge Steve Maclin for the X Division title. Out first is Brian Myers. Out next, Rich Swann. Rich Swann bringing the party to this matchup. I'm not going to sit here for 2 minutes per entrance. You guys already know that by now. The third man in this matchup. The third man is going to be none other than Frankie Kazarian, another TNA original. Man who took Steve Maclin to the limit a few months ago on pay-per-view for the title. Out next, the fourth man in the matchup is going to be Trey Miguel, making his way to the ring. He's a real rascal if you didn't know. Trey Miguel making his way to the ring. Out next, number 5 in this mix-up for the X Division title is going to be the finesser, Chris Bay, making his way to the ring. Bullet Club could get a chance to go for some gold. Of course, the leader of Bullet Club USA, Kenta, is going to be in action after this matchup. Out next, the 6th man in the matchup. Chris Ryan? His tattoos are gone. It's Shark Boy. Oh, Shell, yeah. It's Shark Boy. Because, of course, you can't have a Battle Royal without Shark Boy. Out next, El Hijo de Vikingo. Gonna make his way to the ring. A very exciting signing Impact had earlier this season. Vikingo making his way down to the ring. I would love to see Vikingo get the win tonight, go on to Slammiversary to battle Steve Macklin. And next, the walking weapon, Josh Alexander. I believe that rounds it all out. I believe that is 8. I am not 100% sure, but I believe that is 8 people. I'm trying to find out. Yes, it is. Let's do this. Let's have us a battle royal, folks. Remember, the winner of this battle royal is heading on to Slammiversary to challenge Steve Macklin. Rich Swann is trying to get Trey Miguel out of here early. Josh Alexander is trying to get Vikingo out of here early. Shark Boy's hanging on. Chris Bay's going after going after Brian Myers. Kazarian turns his attention to Trey Miguel. Shark Boy with a forearm to Josh Alexander. Chris Bay takes down Rich Swann. Vikingo with a poison Rana to Rich Swann. Shark Boy taking down Chris Bay. And now Shark Boy and Brian Myers going at it. Vikingo walking towards the corner. He gets caught though, and now Trey Miguel dropped by Shark Boy. Rich Swann rolling senton to Chris Bay. There goes Brian Myers. Backstabber from Rich Swann to Josh Alexander. Vikingo taking down Chris Bay. Shark Boy grabs onto Vikingo and gets him up. Trey Miguel getting Josh Alexander back to his feet. Snapmare. Massive clothesline from Shark Boy. Shark Boy launched towards the ropes. Counter for counter here. Who's going to be the next one eliminated? Brian Myers went shockingly quick. Josh Alexander has got a hold of Shark Boy, and Josh Alexander with Shark Boy in the ropes. Josh Alexander has Shark Boy up. Has him over the top. Frankie Kazarian joining in. Shark Boy is in some serious trouble here. Shark Boy. Oh, there went Chris Bay. And there went Shark Boy. Another one gone. As Miguel going after Rich Swann, or going after Josh Alexander. Poison Rana from Vikingo to Frankie Kazarian. Now it feels like, alright, we got all the serious contenders in the ring now. We got all the jokes out. And Chris Bay. Chris Bay is not a joke. I love Chris Bay. Saw the dude in person once. Super charismatic. As now Josh Alexander going after Rich Swann. Josh taking him down. Kazarian lighting up Vikingo. Big spinning wheel kick there. Oh! Both men running at Trey Miguel, who managed to take down both of them. Josh Alexander grabs onto Rich Swann. Suplexes him down, and Trey Miguel. Backflip German to Vikingo. And now Rich Swann has got a hold of Josh Alexander. Josh Alexander taken down with a Hurricane Rana. Trey Miguel. Oh, wait a minute. Rich Swann. Bulldog to Kazarian. Massive drop kick from Trey Miguel. Trey Miguel with a knee strike. Frankie Kazarian throws him over the top rope. He's still hanging on. Kazarian backing up. There's Vikingo. Kazarian punches Vikingo in the back. Kazarian floats over. Neckbreaker to Vikingo. Josh Alexander going after Trey Miguel now. And now, Trey Miguel getting picked back up to his feet. Vikingo getting picked back up. Oh, Rich Swann gets caught with a kick. Forearm strike. Josh Alexander with a gut wrench. Josh grabs onto him. Whoa, went for a massive German. Vikingo backflipped out of it. There's a super kick from Vikingo. Rich Swann now grabs onto Kazarian. Takes him down with a neck breaker. Who's going to be the next one eliminated here? It could be Josh. Josh Alexander could be on his way out. Vikingo. Oh, he's got him over the top. Now he's just got to get him out to the floor. Trey and Rich rush at one another now. Josh Alexander knocking back Vikingo. As they're There's a right hook now. Frankie Kazarian knocked back by Trey Miguel. Counter for counter here. Oh, Josh Alexander turns his attention to Trey Miguel. Knocks him down. Big enziguri from Vikingo. There's not been any eliminations for a few minutes now. These commentators' curse could come into effect momentarily. It looked like Josh Alexander might have been in trouble for a second there. There's a kick to the ribs from Trey Miguel. He's got a hold of him. He pops Vikingo up. He drops him with a brain buster. And now Rich Swann. Whoa, he's caught by Trey Miguel. Big stunner there by Trey. Kazarian with a big kick to the head. And another. Frankie Kazarian now grabs a hold of Trey Miguel. Frankie Kazarian throws him over the top rope. Josh Alexander caught him. Vikingo taking out Trey Miguel. And now, whoa, wait a minute. Frankie Kazarian locking Rich Swann in a submission in the center of the ring. Rich Swann's down. Vikingo with a massive kick to the head of Josh Alexander. Went for a shooting star. Rich Swann is now back to his feet. Counter for counter here. Oh, misses the crossbody. Oh, poison run into Josh Alexander. For the top rope goes Rich Swann. He's hanging on. And he's gone. We're down to 3. El Hijo de Vikingo, Josh Alexander, and Frankie Kazarian. And it could be just 2. There's a right hook. Josh Alexander. No! Vikingo stays in it. Big chop from Alexander. Big kick from Kazarian. Frankie Kazarian now throwing off the ropes. Josh Alexander. Oh, another big kick from Kaz. Frankie Kazarian's got him down with kicks. There's a knee into the head. Frankie Kazarian. Right hook to Vikingo. Getting him back to his feet. There's a right hook again. And another. Frankie Kazarian knocked back with a right hook. Vikingo went for a chop. Counter for counter. Kazarian's got the size advantage. That much is certain. But hang on a minute. He's got Vikingo. He drops Vikingo. El Hijo de Vikingo goes down. Frankie Kazarian gets him back to his feet. Vikingo comes off the ropes. Kazarian. Big neck breaker. Josh Alexander grabs him now. And Josh with a double underhook suplex taking him down. Josh Alexander now gets him back to his feet. Jawbreaker from Frankie Kazarian. Kazarian went for a clothesline. Josh Alexander now has a hold of him. Big suplex taking him down. Kazarian getting back to his feet. Josh Alexander's got him up on his shoulders. Counter. Here we go. Josh Alexander. No! Caught by Kazarian. Vikingo with a massive kick. Josh Alexander turns his attention to Vikingo, who kicks him in the legs now. And now Vikingo. And there's a big chop from Vikingo to Josh Alexander. Getting him back up to his feet. Vikingo. No, Alexander with a kick. Alexander now with Vikingo. Into the corner. Josh Alexander with a spear into the corner. He grabs hold of him. Taking him down. Frankie Kazarian grabs hold of Josh Alexander. Whoa, throws him over the top rope. Josh trying to hang on for dear life right now. Frankie Kazarian doing everything in his power to eliminate him here. He's got Josh Alexander in trouble. Josh Alexander's holding on for dear life now. Josh. Shoulder block into the ribs. And now Vikingo punches him in the face. Frankie Kazarian's down. Josh Alexander. Drop kick to Vikingo. And now Alexander. Oh no, here we go. Tombstone to Kaz. Drop kick. Vikingo with a drop kick to Josh Alexander. We're down to 3. Who's going to be the last man eliminated? Vikingo. Canadian Destroyer. And El Hijo de Vikingo with Josh Alexander back to his feet. Pulls him in. Hooks the arms. Oh my God. He hits Josh Alexander with the C4 spike. And Frankie Kazarian gets him out of there. Kazarian wanted nothing to do with Vikingo after that. And now he's going to capitalize off Vikingo's work. Josh Alexander's hanging on. Alexander's hanging on. Kazarian gets him. Frankie Kazarian is going to Slammiversary. What a matchup. There were points where that matchup could have gone any man's way. big win there tonight for Frankie Kazarian. Big win there, but ladies and gentlemen, up next, we got more action coming up next, folks, as here comes Broken Matt Hardy to the ring. The Broken Brilliance has returned to Impact. Broken Matt Hardy looks to delete the Club of Bullets tonight. So here he comes, Matt Hardy, making his way down to the ring. A big match on his hands tonight. So Matt Hardy's made his way to the ring. He goes one-on-one with a man that has given him trouble pretty much everywhere he's gone in LS11 Universe. The leader of Bullet Club USA. Here comes Kenta. I've got a feeling he hasn't come alone. Yep, he's got the whole gang with him. Chris Bay, Ace Austin, Juice Robinson, and Kenta, the Bullet Club, making their way to the ring. So Bullet Club marching down to the ring tonight. Kenta, he's made it very clear Kenta has one goal in mind, and that's to become the Impact World Champion. And tonight he gets a chance to get one step closer by going head-to-head with Matt Hardy. A big win for Kenta would certainly keep him in mind for title contention after, of course, Slammiversary, because the match is already set for Slammiversary. So, Bullet Club's made their way to the ring. Kenta and Matt Hardy, one-on-one. Here we go. Oh, what a kick from Kenta. And now Kenta going into the head of Matt Hardy repeatedly. Punching him in the face over and over again. Slaps him as well. Kenta's got Matt down. Kenta kicking away at him here. Kenta has got Matt Hardy down. Kenta picks him down. Kenta now grabs onto him. Picks Matt Hardy back up to his feet. Kenta roundhouse kicks. Oh, that one looked a little low to me. Kicks out the knees. And now Kenta coming off the ropes. And Kenta kick to the head of Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy's down. Hardy trying to roll back to his feet. Kenta for a double axe handle. Matt went for a clothesline. Kenta knocking him back. Matt Hardy tries to grab him. Kenta pops him up. And Kenta slamming the Broken One down. Kenta firing away with more kicks on him now. There's a boot to Hardy. Kenta goes for a roundhouse kick. Matt Hardy grabs onto him. Matt Hardy, no. Kenta, small package. Matt Hardy able to get out of it before the referee can even get into the count, though. Kenta kicking away on him again and again here. Here comes Matt Hardy. Oh, Kenta got out of the way. Kenta. Oh, another kick off the jaw of Matt Hardy. The Broken One is down, and Kenta putting the boots to him repeatedly. Kicks him in the back as well. Kenta sidesteps. Big knee strike. Knocks back Matt. Kenta kicked in the ribs. Matt Hardy getting knocked back now. Kenta fires away on him now. Kenta grabs onto Matt. Kenta throws Matt Hardy into the corner. Kenta, big boot to Matt Hardy. Grabs onto him again now, and Kenta with another boot to Hardy. Kenta now getting him up to his feet. Picks him up on his shoulders, and Kenta looking to make short work of Matt Hardy tonight. Walks him to the center of the ring. Go to sleep. 1, 2, no! And now Matt Hardy able to fight out of it, getting back up into the GTS. Kenta goes for a kick, goes for a back fist. Kenta's caught. Suplex from Matt. Matt keeping him down now, and Matt calling out to the fans here. Oh, Blue Psycho knee from Kenta. As now Kenta, one more time and do it. He's got Matt up again for a second. Go to sleep. 1, 2, 3. Just like that, Kenta dominates his way to a win. Just like that, Kenta with the victory. What the hell? That's Redbeard! What the hell is Eric Redbeard doing here? Eric Redbeard! With a chokeslam to Ace Austin! And Chris Bay's trying to help out. Eric Redbeard's just shown up to lay out Bullet Club. Well, Kenta's staring a hole through Redbeard, but oh my god! Kenta, look out! That's Danhausen! We haven't seen Danhausen since the Cursed Deletion, and Kenta realizes Bullet Club are the ones outnumbered, and Beardhausen is back. Main event coming up next. This is it, folks, your main event of Victory Road. Here comes the Machine, Brian Cage, representing the Embassy of Aaron. Brian Cage making his way to the ring, part-time Impact, part-time Ring of Honor talent. Brian Cage making his way down to the ring. Like I said, part-time Impact, part-time Ring of Honor, full-time Machine. Brian Cage was handpicked by Samoa Joe to be in this matchup tonight. Brian Cage is going to look to ruin the comeback story before it can even begin. So, Brian Cage has made his way to the ring. Here we go. Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle is here. Kurt Angle making his way down to the ring, the Impact General Manager. His first real match in LS11 Universe. Singles-wise, the only time he's ever had a matchup was this time last year, Slammiversary Season 3, when he showed up to face the man in Brian Cage's corner, Aaron Stevens, in a winner becomes the GM match. Kurt Angle showed up on that night and became the Impact General Manager, and now tonight, Aaron Stevens leads Brian Cage into battle against Kurt Angle. But it seems that Brian Cage and Aaron Stevens may have awoken the wrestling machine. Here we go. Oh! But Brian Cage has got the speed advantage. And he's dishing out a German suplex to Kurt Angle. Brian Cage grabs onto him now, and Brian Cage throwing Angle across the ring again. Now Brian Cage, knee into the ribs, grabs Kurt Angle, picks him up, slams him down. Kurt Angle's down. Kurt Angle's not gotten a single strike in yet on Brian Cage, as Brian Cage, German suplex again to Angle. Angle staggering Brian Cage, pulls him in. Hang on a minute, Angle. He's survived the haymakers, and now here comes Kurt Angle. The wrestling machine is on the loose. Angle's knocked Brian Cage into the ropes. Get out of the way, ref. Angle dumped out of the ring. Brian Cage hits the ropes. Here comes Brian Cage. Kurt Angle sidestepped him. Angle now His turn. Neck breaker. And I don't think Brian Cage expected this. Kurt Angle, his turn. Powerbomb to Brian Cage. Kurt Angle getting back into it now. Angle throws him into the ring. Kurt Angle. Angle's hitting the ropes now. Kurt Angle went for a drop kick. Brian Cage out of the way. Brian Cage hits one of his own. Here we go again. Another German to Angle. Every one of those Germans, Angle lands closer and closer to his neck, and that becomes scarier and scarier. Angle knows a thing or two about being taken to what many wrestling fans know by now as Suplex City, thanks to his battles with Brock Lesnar early on in his career. But now Kurt Angle being lifted up and dropped by Brian Cage. Brian Cage sends him out of the ring. He begins her count again now, and Kurt Angle runs back into the ring. Brian Cage slams him down again. Cage now. No. Angle pops up into a jawbreaker. Kurt Angle, right hook connecting now, and Kurt Angle, uppercut to Brian Cage. Knocks him out of the ring with a clothesline. Kurt Angle. What is Angle thinking here? Kurt Angle goes out on the apron. Kurt, what are you thinking? What are you thinking, Kurt? No! Brian Cage out of the way, slams him into the steel guardrail. Anytime it seems like Kurt Angle's starting to mount offense, Brian Cage is there to shut him down. Brian Cage now going to the top rope, but Kurt Angle, right hook connects, throws him off the top rope. Into a double axe handle. Now it's Angle's turn. Kurt Angle turning things around now, knocking down Brian Cage. Kurt Angle goes into ground and pound, but Cage turning it around now. Brian Cage taking him down. Brian Cage now gets Angle back up to his feet, and Brian Cage, discus clothesline. That's it. It's done. Brian Cage has Angle up on his shoulders. F5. Now Brian Cage, he won a match just like this a few weeks ago now. Brian Cage is soaking in this moment. The Machine is about to beat the Olympic hero, send him back into retirement. No! Angle tried to get up and Cage dropped an elbow. Brian Cage grabs him by the throat, and Brian Cage launches him into the ropes. Angle's down. Kurt Angle picked up by the throat again, and Brian Cage throws him at the ropes again. Cage now with Angle. Deadlifts him. Powerbomb. Kurt Angle now has got him back up, and Kurt Angle caught on the knee strike. And now Brian Cage hammering away on him again. Brian Cage right now is trying to make sure Kurt Angle doesn't even make it to Slammiversary. Part of me almost wonders if Joe offered Brian Cage the world title match if Angle doesn't make it to Slammiversary. So I think Brian Cage could have ended this any time now. But now I think he's going to. Here we go. Cage. He's got him for Drill Claw. No! Angle! Kurt Angle with the counter. Angle's got him up and slams him down. Kurt Angle now. Big right hook chop block. And Kurt Angle now is bringing the fight to Brian Cage, who got out of the way now. And Brian Cage, he's got hold of Angle. Angle with an elbow strike. Kurt's flying in now, and Kurt Angle. Look at Kurt go. Kurt Angle, double axe handle. Brian Cage trying to leave the ring. No, you don't, says Kurt. Good God. Angle with a frog splash. And Kurt Angle kicking him in the back. Kurt Angle, the memes are gonna go crazy. Kurt Angle in the impact zone. launches Brian Cage back into the ring. Kurt Angle up on the apron now. Kurt Angle is feeling fired up. He's going up to the top rope. Kurt Angle. Elbow across the back of the machine. And Kurt Angle, here we go. Looking to end it. Angle looking for. Angle slam, no. Brian Cage went for a kick. Swings around. Angle catches him. Small package from Kurt. Brian Cage is down. Covered by Angle for the 1. For the 2. No. Brian Cage got the shoulders up. Angle. Kurt Angle grabs onto him now. And Kurt Angle. Neckbreaker again to Brian Cage. Into a double axe handle. Angle's got him down. Kurt Angle grabs a hold of him. Angle's got Brian Cage. Angle. Firing away on him. And uppercut to Brian Cage. Angle. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Ankle lock. Grapevine. But Brian Cage is right there. Brian Cage was right on the ropes. The referee, as nostalgia might make me want to disagree for the sake of Kurt Angle's safety. But I gotta agree with the referee. Brian Cage's hands were firmly on the ropes for that one. As now Angle going down, punching Brian Cage in the face. Angle's got him down now. Kurt Angle getting Brian Cage back up to his feet. And Kurt Angle. Uppercut to the back of the head again. And now Brian Cage turned over by Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's working over the leg now. Brian Cage is down. Kurt Angle's got him in trouble now. Angle. No. Cage rolls back to his feet. Whopping clothesline there takes him down. And Brian Cage with a clothesline. Ducks Angle, sends him off the ropes. Cage. Back body drop. And now Brian with Kurt Angle. Pops him up. Spine buster. Here we go. Brian Cage is going to the top. Brian Cage. Elbow drop to Angle. Kurt Angle grasping at his heart on that one. Brian Cage to the top rope again. Here we go. Oh, went for the moonsault. Angle got out of the way. Kurt Angle grabs onto him. Suplex. And Kurt Angle, he's going to the top rope. Angle is perched up high, and Kurt Angle. Frog splash to Brian Cage. Kurt Angle's got him down now, and Angle. No, Cage turns it around again. Brian Cage has got Angle down. Brian Cage picks him up. He's got a hold of Angle. Cage with Angle up on his shoulders. Looking for F5. Brian Cage. He's got Angle up. Brian Cage is looking to finish the job. No. Angle. Elbow strikes knock him back. Angle. Angle slam. Cover on Cage. 1, 2. No. And now Kurt Angle to the top. No! Angle crashed and burned. Oh, not on the floor, Brian. Not on the floor! German suplex. Brian Cage back into the ring now. Angle staggering back to his feet, and Kurt Angle desperately pulling himself back up on the apron, and Brian Cage with a right hook. Cage grabs onto him now. Drops him on the apron. Referee restarting the count again. Angle thrown back into the ring. And now Kurt Angle. Brian Cage is down. Angle. Cage kicks him. Cage turns him over again now. And now Brian Cage. Standing over the fallen Angle. Oh, no, wait a minute. Brian Cage. Caught! Angle knocked him back. Kurt Angle. Firing away on him now. Knocks back Cage again. Kurt Angle. He's got Brian Cage, and Kurt Angle throws Cage into the corner. Kurt Angle. Right hook to Brian Cage. Went for another one, countered. Cage. Whoa, went for the discus clothesline. Cage gets caught now. Angle launches him into the corner again. Kurt Angle putting him on the top rope. Kurt Angle Oh my God. Huge arm drag to Brian Cage. Angle's got him down. Kurt Angle. Here we go. Ankle lock is in. Center of the ring. Grapevine. It's about to be over. No. Brian Cage kicking Angle. Repeatedly knocking the hand off. Both men staggering back to their feet. Here comes Kurt. No! Brian Cage out of the way. Brian Cage catching Angle before he can leave the ring. Kurt Angle. Gut-wrench powerbomb from Brian Cage. 1, 2. Kick out from Angle. Kurt Angle somehow, someway staying in it. Brian Cage scoops him up. Angle. Right hook. Knocking him back. Kurt Angle now with Brian Cage over the top rope. Angle. Oh my God. There's a big suplex. That's some classic Angle right there for you. Kurt Angle's got him back up to his feet. And Angle with Cage into the corner. Kurt Angle puts him on the top rope. What is Kurt thinking here? Come on, Kurt. What are you thinking? Angle. Angle slam off the top. Kurt, come on, you've done it. You've got the win. One more could you want? No! Angle whiffed the moonsault. Angle went for broke. And he got caught. But he turns Cage back over into another ankle lock. Is he going to be able to get it all the way locked in, though? Angle's got it in. Is it over? It's over! The third ankle lock proved to be just too much. Kurt Angle, in his first singles match ever in the LS11 Universe, got the victory. Kurt Angle just beat Brian Cage by submission. What a win for Kurt Angle. He's done it. And Kurt Angle is headed to the main event of Slammiversary to challenge Samoa Joe. Is it 2006 or is it 2023? You tell me. Until next time, everybody, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.